Hello, welcome.
You all right?
I'm all right, you? Well,
Um,
I know you're not.
I'm not. No.
You-
You know when one thing that sort of pisses me off a little bit. You know when you you're in a shop or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, you all right?" And you're just like, "Yeah, I'm all right," and you're not all right, but you just always say, "Yeah." That
yeah,
happened to me yesterday. Like I've been really ill all week, and I walked into a shop, and they're like, "You're all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, thanks, you," but I'm not all right. I'm fucked up.
yeah, to be fair, you don't want to be that one person that goes no and then lays out your life story saying like, fucking hell, I was being polite. I don't actually
Yeah,
care. I was
I
just
did
being
that
polite.
once. I don't even know if I can tell the story on here, but I did that one time, and it was awful. It was horrific for the person involved. Um, there'll be a few people that know that story, but I don't think I should tell it.
All right, fair enough. Well, welcome in listeners to whatever week we're at. But
Yeah, who knows?
um,
Welcome.
yeah, welcome. Thanks again for all the support. I've seen some of the song suggestions come in. I need to actually sit down and properly go through them and add some.
Yeah, me
But
too.
yeah, keep that coming in. And I've got a bone to pick with all the listeners anyway because
Interesting.
Pepsi, I lost.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, that was obvious that
I
was going to happen.
categorically lost. So I'll have to hold my hands
Yeah.
up to that one
Did
and
you get?
admit defeat.
I'm not sure I saw anyone vote Coke.
Only my wife.
Oh, was it? Was that on Spotify comments or something, by the
It was, yeah.
Yeah, well, I've not. I didn't see that because I've not caught up. I was just thinking this morning. I'm usually on it. I'm reading all the comments, but because I've been ill, I've just been offline the whole week.
Yeah, the only Coke I've seen anywhere was my good wife.
Well, she's supportive at least.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yes. But a loss is a loss, so I'll
She
take the
DM'd
one on
me
the
saying she
chin.
prefers Pepsi.
Oh, you know that was the dog.
So yeah, Pepsi's the winner.
Yeah, Pepsi's the winner. Yeah,
But it gives you the Garys or
I'll
something.
just cry into my Coke can.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
Diet Coke, dickhead.
tears will make the Coke taste ever sweeter.
Yeah, of course.
What's your week been up like then? I know you've been recovering and you've
Yeah,
got
I've
your
seen.
massive prostate or whatever
That's
we call
it.
it.
Yeah, I've seen about 10 hours of this week. I think I don't know. I've been asleep for most of it. For those who don't know, I got an infection of the prostate. Now I did type into ChatGPT. How does that get infected? And GPT was like, well, you don't have to stick something up there. And I'm like, well, I didn't.
Oh
Um,
yeah, that's what you're telling
but
the
uh,
listeners.
but yeah, I've been a bit messed up. In fact, I've probably been the most ill that I've been in many years, in like 10 plus years, I would say. And
So you and your boyfriend on a break now?
yeah, definitely. Yeah,
Okay.
it's over. I'm
Oh.
not going through this again.
It's not for better
Screw
for
that.
worse, sickness and health
Um,
in that one though.
no, not at all.
No, no.
But yeah, I mean, I suffer with an enlarged prostate anyway, which I discovered last year,
Wow.
and
And you
then
managed
yeah,
to drain.
when you get when you get an infection, that causes more inflammation, and things were starting to get painful, and there were some symptoms that people don't want to know about, and it was really rough. But then it progressed into a fever, sweating, really hot, really cold. Like can't regulate any temperature of any sort. And yeah, my temperature was through the roof. My Apple Watch was saying, "Look, you've got a high temperature all night. Your heart rate's 80 to 126 during sleep." Which is obviously not ideal when you're sleeping. It needs to be a lot lower than that.
Do you furiously masturbate in your sleep or something?
Well, not every night.
Oh.
But no, I was just messed up, and I felt so rough and so exhausted. Or it just hit me all of a sudden, and it was so bad that like I was
It
definitely
came
well
on
worse than like COVID or anything
it
like that.
kind of ticked over fairly quick as well, didn't it? Because like Sunday on your stream, you weren't as bad, were you? But then suddenly you just kind of
No,
fell off a cliff, didn't you?
I mean those people won't know, but when we recorded this a week ago, I said
You had
to
the
you like,
start of
"Oh
it,
bloody
yeah.
hell, I'm starting to feel a bit, something's
Well,
not right."
when we talked about it, I said to you, I thought it sounded like you had a urine infection, didn't I?
Yeah, yeah, I wondered that, but
Yeah.
um, yeah, I don't know. I just from nowhere, the Sunday morning, I knew I wasn't right, but we had a meet up and just with the people
Yeah.
from the cult for a coffee event and that, and it was fine, but in myself I just didn't feel perfect, and yeah, by the Monday it was worse again, and by Tuesday morning I was just a complete mess.
Done.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
came
yeah,
from
yeah.
nowhere. So yeah, I've had a week off basically. I've just been asleep all week and
That's
on
why Jay
antibiotics.
subbed in for you, didn't he, Tuesday, kindly?
He did, yeah. So Tuesday, I I thought I'll see how it goes because I've been to the doctors that day and they give me my antibiotics and I've started the first bit and
I
I was
think
like,
I pretty much told you to not bother, though, didn't I?
you did, yeah. A lot of people were like, just cancel it, but I mean, Kev very kindly offered to do it for me, and I was like, look, I've got a plan.
Yeah.
So I spoke to Jay because he's stepped in for me in the past, and he's done a bit of streaming, so he knows what's what. And I was like,
I
Jay,
think it went well.
yeah. I asked him. He was a bit like, well, can't be asked, but at the same time, I haven't got any other plans, so yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, he did all right. I think if anything, it maybe inspired him to make a bit of a comeback to some streaming, But yeah, other than that, I've done nothing all week. But I've literally no gaming, no work, just been a little bit in Discord, and that's about it. So
To be fair, I haven't done much. I kind of was on your stream, was on Nugget's stream, and then took a few days off because I
Yeah.
think I suffered from a bit of burnout.
yeah,
And then had my stream yesterday, which was good. But yeah, I think I just got to a point where I was a little bit burnt out. So even I took a bit of a rest in the week. To be fair,
yeah.
work's been alright. I don't think there's anything to shout about other than literally everywhere I look now, I see someone screaming in their phone. I don't know whether this
Oh, I know.
podcast has just made me more.
I think we've manifested them.
Yeah, I think it's literally we've held some sort of seance during a podcast, and we're now just attracting them left, right, and centre. But I can't believe how many people are noticed to it now. Even my wife, Danielle's just like, "Oh my god, I saw someone doing it."
They're like zombies. They're everywhere. It's spreading.
Yeah,
It's infection.
yeah.
Speaking of which, just going back to me
Well,
not being,
infections.
yeah,
Okay.
me not being well.
Yeah.
Well, I made a note to tell you the story.
Okay.
It's a tad graphic.
Lovely.
But
Can we
basically,
just putting out a service announcement if you're eating or doing anything? Maybe put it
yeah, I
down.
mean, it's not that bad, but I mean, well, it wasn't great for me. When when you're ill and the doctor's like, right, well, we're going to need to do some tests and stuff, and they were like, right,
Samples.
we want a sample, please.
Mm-hmm.
When you go for a pee next, can you give us a bit?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, in fact, you know what she said? She was on the phone to me and she said, can you bring a urine sample in? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, okay, yeah, just bring one in when you come in later. And I was like, well, what do you want me to put it in? And she was like, oh, any container you've got at home. And I was like, you what? And I just felt really weird. And she's like, yeah, just rinse something out with some boiling water and chuck it in that.
Yeah.
And I was
You
like,
not got like a Tupperware or anything?
well, yeah, but it just doesn't feel right, does it? I'm not pissing in some Tupperware. And I imagined, like, when she said rinse something out with boiling water, I was thinking, like, what, like an old jar of hot dogs or something, and like piss in that. Imagine me sat there in the waiting room with a hot dog jar with a little bit of piss in the bottom.
We got that. Oh, it's my Frankfurter juice. I carry it everywhere with me. Don't leave home without it.
So I was like, well, can you just give me a bottle? Yeah. And she's like, yeah, come down, we'll get you one. I'm like, right, okay, that's better. So I go get the bottle, get back home, and it's in a bag that's sealed and everything. I open this bag up, take the bottle out, and I was like, fucking hell, they're giving me the wrong one. They don't know who they're dealing with here. And
Well, no, because as someone that's done this before, you're
Right.
meant to give them a part of your mid flow. You're not meant to give them the start or the end of your pee. So you're meant to start, whip the thing in front of it for a little bit, get it out, gone. Because they don't give you. I assume what you're referring to is it's not the biggest receptacle.
it's not the biggest. And
No.
yeah, she did well, she didn't tell me that part about the whole mid flow thing, but I
Yeah.
did get a vibe that was probably a thing.
Yeah, it's
So
mid-flow, yeah.
so that was my plan. But I was like, how? I mean, it was tiny. I'm like, how are you gonna
You got your hands covered in piss and everything,
how are
like
you gonna
shit.
piss in this? And I've not done much tests. I try and
Carl,
avoid
come
the
on, come on,
doctor.
come on, come on. This is a safe space, Carl. You could stick your dick in here and not touch
No,
the bottom,
not
couldn't
even
you?
close. I could stick it in my dick probably. It was that it was that narrow. And I was like, I'm never going to be able to hit that because, like, keep
You're
in
a fucking
mind,
infant.
well, with with an enlarged prostate, things get a little bit iffy sometimes in that area, and then with an infection, that instantly causes problems. Just even trying to go is a nightmare. So, uh, so I'm like, right, well, let's try and get this done. So like, yeah, it can't be that difficult. So I try and get to the mid bit and then like pause, prep it, and like right, we'll do this. So I get sort of point blank range, so that I'm not gonna go everywhere. So I'm definitely gonna hit the target,
Yeah.
and then open the tap. Fucking hell! It was like Niagara Falls pressure. Like it was ridiculous amount of. So obviously there's not a lot of room in that bottle. It filled up so fast. And the word I used to Emma was pissplosion.
Was it another one of those situations where you're going to put the house up for sale?
Yeah, well, the Pepsi Max story from last week. It was like that same story, but with piss in my bathroom. Fucking hell! Because get this, if you've got a thin bottle and you're already sort of basically against the end of it. So imagine you're covering the end of a hose pipe with your thumb because like, you've tightened that up. So because there's not much escape room,
Oh,
so
my
it's going to
stomach.
squeeze out the edges, isn't it? So it comes at really high pressure in the bottle, fucking explodes everywhere, and oh my god, it was all over the toilet, the fucking walls.
Is
It was
is it like when you try and fill up a water balloon on
yeah,
the tap?
yeah, exactly that. Yeah, it was up the fucking sleeves of my hoodie, like everywhere. It was horrific, and
Oh,
I
oh,
want to say
sweating.
more, but I can't because it's too far. But yeah,
God, I'm sweating.
it was bad. I don't
Oh,
recommend it, and I mean next time I'm just getting a fucking funnel or something.
I
And
don't understand why you struggle with certain things though, because I've had to do that numerous times, and I've never struggled with that.
yeah, but I don't know. I think like
I just think I'm not that nervous about getting a little bit of piss on my hands or something.
maybe, but I think because I
You,
started.
I think the problem was that you just created this scenario where you had to sort of begin in middle and end, where you had to start, stop the piss, get the bottle, do the this, do the that,
Yeah,
start the piss again. Whereas I just started pissing after I'd gone for a little bit. I just whipped the thing underneath the flow that was just going,
yeah.
captured some and pulled it out. Like I
Well,
don't understand why you had to pause, start again, like cut,
well,
action. Like it just
I
felt
just
like
feel
a
like it's instinct to not piss on your hands. So that was the first
Yes, but
thought.
what have you ended up doing? Not only have you
Oh
pissed
no,
on
pissed
your
on
hands, you've
everything,
pissed on
literally everything.
everything, Carl.
Yeah,
So
fucking
I
probably
think
the
more,
hallway,
yeah, I think more
everywhere.
for you.
Um, but yeah, I mean, I think the neighbours probably heard me shout, "Oh, for fuck's sake!" Um,
As to
but
get splashed on the back of their neck,
luckily, I
walking
was
in
home
their
alone.
garden.
Yeah, yeah. People outside, like, is it raining? Um,
God, they're talking about like splashing stuff everywhere. Reminds me of a story.
right.
When I was younger, probably resonate with a few people. I was around my mate's house,
Yeah.
and it was my best mate Mark, and we'd been out on the source. And I tend to only drink sort of Jack Daniels and Coke. Certainly
Yeah,
back
me
in them
too.
days, I pretty much did. And
Yeah.
obviously got completely obliterated.
Yep.
And got back to his house. I was skipping in the spare room and laid down, and the world was just moving.
Oh, I hate
And
those ones.
yeah, and the world was moving. And I was like, man,
Just pause a sec. When was the last time you had one of those ones?
Oh, years ago, mate. Years and years ago.
Because I think in your old age, they go away because you just stop being such a dickhead,
Well, I just
or you
don't. Yeah, I
tolerate
don't.
it
Yeah,
better.
no. I just don't drink much, to be fair, anymore. I
I
can't
drink a
remember.
bit, but like last time I had anything like that, I must have been like 25.
Oh yeah, no. Well, we're talking late 20s max. Like I can't
Yeah, yeah.
really remember the last time I was
Was it
completely
1 foot on the
obliterated.
floor to try and make you more stable?
Well, no, it was one of those where you don't know whether to have your eyes open or shut, because when I shut them, it felt worse. You know, when you're
Yeah,
laying there and it
yeah,
just
oh,
I
yeah,
shut
yeah.
my eyes and the world was just going. I'm thinking, God, I'm
I
gonna.
used to have to put one leg out of bed and on the floor flat to try and
Yeah.
remind myself that there is a flat floor there and not fucking ocean or something.
Well, so what happens is I'm thinking, oh God, I don't feel too good.
Right.
So I get up, start walking towards the toilet. I'm thinking, I'm not going to make this. So I get my hands out
Oh God.
and I go straight
Right.
into my hands. And
Oh
obviously,
dear.
at this moment in time, I'm thinking, I'm a pro. I've caught all of this.
Oh
So
no.
I've gone into the bathroom. I've then, what I think I've done is obviously thrown it into the toilet, been sick some more, gone back to
Jesus.
bed and
I
gone to sleep.
I feel so sorry for anyone that's eating it. When this comes out at dinner time,
Yeah, sorry.
and eating during listening to this is going to be rough.
I then wake up in the morning. I'm quite the early riser, as you are well aware.
Yeah.
So I wake up and I think, oh God, my mouth tastes a bit funny. And then I just look at the side of my bed. I'm thinking, what the hell is that? There's a black trail of sick right from the bed,
Black.
black, because I was drinking Jack Daniels and Coke,
Right.
all the way through their hallway into the toilet, where I've literally just thrown it at the toilet seat, clearly.
Right.
Absolute mess everywhere. I look at me, nothing on me,
Right.
not a drop. But the worst part is black sick and they just had brand new cream carpets.
Oh Jesus, that's rough.
So I was absolutely cacking my pants at this point. I was
Yeah.
like, oh no, I've just ruined their carpets.
Yeah.
So I go in to my best mate, his room and mine. I've had a bit of an issue. And he's like, what you done? I said, I've been a little bit sick. He goes, oh God, right, show me. And he was like, oh, fuck me, Jack. He says, you're going to have to tell my parents.
Yeah.
So I sheepishly knock on their door. To be fair, I've known this family for a long, long time. I've lived with them. There was one stage in my life where I ended up actually having to live with them for a while.
Right.
So they're basically like my surrogate parents.
Yeah.
And Bernadette's mum sort of came up and said, Jackie, you all right? Is everything okay? So she comes to me and said, Bernadette, I've had a bit of an issue. And I showed her it. She's like, right. She goes, it's okay. Because the only thing I had on my side is their family business was they sold cleaning materials and
That's handy.
cleaning stuff. So they had a full-blown sort of wet carpet cleaner in the garage.
Nice.
The one that chucks water on it, brings everything up like one of them.
I'll borrow that for my bathroom.
So basically, they got that out, and it all came up within like seconds. So it was all gone.
Nice.
It was all done. This, that, and the other. And James, his dad, was like, "Well, as punishment, you can help clean the cars," because they had like 4 cars on the driveway. So me and Mark were cleaning the cars. I literally got halfway through the first car. I couldn't move. So I sat on the front step of the house. His mum just kept bringing me cups of tea, checking I was all right, while Martin cleaned all the cars.
Jesus.
He's like, Jake, you're such a prick. I'm like, mate, I feel so ill.
You did all right. Came out. Okay.
I came out okay. But like I said, Bernadette had a bit of a soft spot for me. She's like, you okay, Jack? Do you need another cup of tea? I said, oh, I'd love a cup of tea.
Nice.
So yeah, that's my my story. But I think mine was more born from just sort of youthful exuberance. Yours was just born of insanity. I don't understand how you could not piss into a.
Oh, the thing is as well, when they gave me the bottle on mine, they stuck a label on it with all the info and that, and I thought, well, I don't want to piss on the label because then it'll like the ink will smear or whatever, and that. So
You think you've got acid piss?
Well, no, but you don't want to, like, you're going to have to go in and see the doctor and give them the bottle. But sorry, it's wet from piss on the outside on that label.
I think there's a separate issue going on here, Carl. I think you overthink things, mate.
Do you reckon?
Yes. Yes, I do.
I think other people have maybe told me that. But,
Yeah. Well, it probably leans on to another thing that I wanted to discuss on a couple of occasions. I know I've mentioned it to you in the past,
Go on.
but like sort of mental and personal idiosyncrasies, like the little things that you do that you think, does anybody else do this, or am I just nuts?
I had one of these this week, and I've forgotten
Go
what it
for it.
was now.
Oh.
I've forgotten, but I had one that I was busy at the time. I thought, I've got to tell Jackie about that.
Well,
And
you clearly have got an issue with overthinking. I think, to be fair, a lot of us do. Let's truth be
oh
told,
yeah,
whether you overthink about inane, silly things like pissing on a bottle that's been given to you actually for your piss, or just overthinking
you know
other
the piss is
things.
supposed to be on the inside though.
No, I get that, but Jesus, as you said, they do give you very small receptacles, so they can't imagine anybody's aim wouldn't be that good. Like even professional dartboard players can't hit the bullseye every time. Do you know what I mean? Like and
Yeah,
these are professionals doing hours and hours a day. I'm not spending hours and hours a
professional
day trying to
pizzas can't
yeah,
even hit that.
yeah, exactly. So you've not got Phil the Power Taylor trying to get his piss in a little
No.
jar like that, have you?
I feel like maybe there's a market for a new business opportunity where you just make bottles with like wide necks at the top.
But there's already funnels, so I don't really. I think
No, they
you're
just get
aiming
one with
for a
one
market
bottle,
that's
'cause
already there, mate.
no one's got a piss funnel just lying around that they're happy to piss in, I don't think.
Well, apparently you only have to run it under hot water, mate, and it's clean.
Well, yeah. I don't know. Didn't
Well,
gel
more
with me.
so, because I have weird little things,
Yeah.
more OCD-esque than anything else. But like, for example, one thing that I do
Mm.
was born of a situation where I had a Mini, one of the newer Minis,
Right.
and it had the auto locking sort of thing. So as you drove off, as soon as you hit 5
Yeah.
mile an hour, the car would lock. Blah 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 blah. And I parked my car somewhere, locked it up, went away, did my thing, came back to the car, and the door was open. Thinking,
Weird.
I swear I locked that car.
Yeah.
So I just got in, drove off, and then as we were driving along, it did the whole locking.
Yeah.
But then periodically it would keep locking, unlocking, locking, unlocking, locking, unlocking. So I'm thinking, oh, okay, I'm not going nuts. The door mechanism's broken.
Yeah.
So I got it fixed and this, that, and the other. But subconsciously, that completely fucked with my mind. Because
Right.
now, anytime I lock a thing, a door, or anything like that, I have to check the handle or the way in which you open whatever I've locked an odd number of times. But it's a different
Wow.
odd number of times every time, just so it logs in my mind that I've definitely locked it. So, for example, if I'm locking the door to go out,
Yeah.
I might pull the handle down 3 times. I
Yeah.
might hold it down 5 times. I might hold it down 7 times.
But 4, what if you do 4? Is that not?
No, I don't. But
No, well, you
it,
do at some point. If you're going to
yeah,
do 5.
yeah. But this is the incredible weirdness of it.
Mm.
It's so that when I'm walking off down the street and I think, shit, did I lock the door? I go, oh yes, I did, because I remember pulling the handle down 3 times, 5 times. So it has to.
You can only remember odd numbers.
Well, I don't even know if it's that, Carl, but that is just the process.
Yeah,
I've
that's
no
a strange
idea
one.
why I started doing it. Well, I know why I started doing it, but I've no idea why I do it.
It's strange to me, but I think would be surprised how many other people, maybe even listening to this, that are in the exact same boat there.
Yeah, have little things that you do that
Yeah.
just and the same thing, because a lot of people take the mickey out of me when you're talking about people that like reading or anything like that. I have never ever read a book cover to cover ever in my entire life.
I've done 1.
Never. And the main reason being, it's not that I can't read, and I don't believe I have dyslexia or anything like that.
Yeah.
But when I read, what my brain does to me is I'll read, say, a passage. I'll then think about that passage I've read, and then I will second guess. Is that what it said? I can't remember now. Maybe it wasn't what I said. Let's read it again to double check. So I'll end up rereading passages. So where it might take a regular normal person X amount of time to read a page of a book, I'll take 2, 3, even sometimes 4 times as long,
Yeah, me
because I'll
too.
reread it 7 or 8 times.
There's 2 things to that. That's in general, that's slow processing. but it's because it's not because you're slow processing. It's because your brain's so active thinking about other like scenarios or what might be about to happen or whatever
Yeah.
that you don't absorb it. So you read it, but the words just don't go in.
Do you know what? And that makes so much sense because I'm one of those people, and it winds my wife up. We will watch a film, and I will have
Yeah.
worked out the ending in the first small portion of the film.
Wow. Yeah, I mean,
And
it's called slow processing, but it's actually a sign of being quite intelligent and at times. Casey's actually got that. She had to get extra time on her exams and stuff.
just the way you
Um,
said that now actually makes a lot of sense to me now because there's obviously I don't get films right all the time. There will be
yeah,
like twists and turns that I don't see, but so often I will watch the opening, say 20 minutes of a film, and say, "Oh bloody hell, I bet this happens," and
yeah,
then it'll happen, and my wife will be like, "How the fuck do you know that?" I was like, "I just got a
yeah,
sense."
yeah. Well, yeah, Casey's got that, and she had to have she got it sort of like checked out by whoever it was that had to sort of confirm she had it, and then she got extra time in her exams, and in lessons leading up to the exams, she got like PowerPoints that broke down the
Oh.
key info and stuff. And the reason being, she was like, "Look, I can read the words. I'm not an idiot, and I understand what each bit means. But
You're questioning
if
it
they're like,
every
right, you've
time
got
you read
half
it.
an
Yeah.
hour, you got to read through this. It just doesn't. I've read it all, but it's just not. It's like
Yeah.
I've just not absorbed it for some reason because
Yeah, I feel like I've got to fully analyze every aspect of it
yeah,
so that I can move forward knowing what I think might happen, understand the why that may have happened, the what's potentially coming next. I
yeah,
think you're right. Like, I think like my brain's just like overly trying to figure everything out based on a small passage when actually, if I just relax and read the rest of it, I'm going to figure it out.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're
But I
gonna find
can't.
out anyway.
I can't.
But I have a little bit of that as well. Not like with the movies and stuff, but definitely with absorbing
Well, you
information.
don't
Like,
watch films, do you?
well, I was going to talk to you about that, but no, with like I have to read a lot of documentation for work for like APIs and stuff when I need to connect to new, things with Google or Amazon or whoever it might be.
Yeah.
And like reading their documentation, I'll get to the end and be like, right, I've read all that, and I'm understanding it as I'm reading it, and I'm like, right, well, what am I going to do? Don't know. Didn't really absorb any of it because I was too busy thinking about, oh, at this point I'll be able to do this and whatever, and how I can use that data and stuff, and yeah, it just ends up I get to the
Being
end
a
and I'm like,
blur.
right, I've probably got to read through it 3 or 4 times, and then I'm like, all right, I've actually focused. I'll get to a point where I'm like, sit down, pay attention, just read it, and then go and do it. And like, I just find myself, and I think that's also partly ADHD, which I think I've realised recently that I have, and a lot of people have been like, yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think my brain just wants to rush off and start
It's
thinking
probably
about stuff
it's
before it gets to the end of the intake of information.
It's probably why over that, like the first 6 weeks of my job, with that, all the information and all the training and everything that I've been doing, the reading and the watching of the various videos,
Yeah,
it's probably why it hasn't always all sunk in, just because I'm trying to overanalyze every aspect of what I'm learning.
yeah, I would
Right,
think so.
why are you teaching me this? Why do I need to know this? What are the scenarios that someone's going to ask me a question on this? If they ask me this question, what's the answer? Like, that's how my brain looks at a problem.
Yeah,
Um, so
yeah.
yeah,
But
listeners, I think both of us would be interested just to see if there's any sort of weird.
I mean,
I wouldn't even say it's weird. Any sort of things that you do that you're thinking, does anybody else do this?
I have one with clothes in drawers. I
Right.
have to close a drawer. Like, when
Oh no, no, I'm with you on this.
Emma's a
I'll let you,
nightmare
yeah,
for
go
this.
on. I'm with
Emma
you
will
on
chuck
this.
her clothes in a drawer or take something out of a drawer or whatever, and she'll push the drawer too. I'll walk in the bedroom and I can see her clothes are like trapped in the top of the drawer, sticking out slightly or
Oh,
something.
don't. Yeah, don't. Yeah.
Drives me mental. But it doesn't wind me up as much if it's not my drawer. If it's her drawer, fine, do what you want. But with my stuff, like when I close a drawer, I have to make sure it's closed properly. And somewhere in the back of my mind, I believe that if I've just done that untidily and it's a bit of a mess for some reason, and there's something hanging out the edge of the drawer or whatever, then I'm probably going to have a bad day. So I just have to
Yeah.
focus on making sure that. And of course, that's complete bullshit. But I
I'm so with you, Carl, and I'm going to apologise to my lovely wife Danielle, but I'm going to dig her out here.
Right.
She's she is the biggest moaner of our kitchen cupboards.
Oh, right. I wondered where that was going for a second.
No. She's the biggest. The kids are old now, mate. She's the biggest moaner of our kitchen cupboards, and they're shit. They're all falling off this, that, and the other. And I'm sitting there, no shit, Sherlock, because the amount of times I walk in that fucking kitchen,
Yeah.
and her door is hanging open slightly because you haven't put the objects in the cupboard away properly, so it can't fucking shut. So no wonder the hinges are pulling out because they're completely resting in the wrong shape, in the wrong position. And so I'm forever going in, fucking shoving shit back into the cupboards where they should be to then be able to close the cupboard properly. But that's my rant over. I love you dearly, Danielle, but I had to get that out.
Fair. How do you stand on bathroom doors?
I
Have we
don't
already
stand
had
on
this
them, I just open
conversation?
them. What do you mean stand on them?
We haven't had this chat already, have we?
I've no.
I've definitely had this chat with someone. But yeah,
You stand on your bathroom door, you don't just open them.
I think we had it in Discord. I think a load of people in Discord had this chat, and
All right.
like, yeah, where do you stand on the whole? Does the bathroom door be shut or open if no one's in there?
Open. Well, it depends. It would 9 times out of 10 the bathroom door would be open,
Right.
unless, well, actually, if my wife was on here, she'd probably have a rant at me. I'm a bit of a sod for going in, doing something, and leaving the door open, and the smell sort of fermenting the entire house. So, yeah, the only reason I would ever shut the bathroom door is if we got the bathroom window open and it's to stop it slamming.
Yeah, okay, interesting. I'm the complete opposite.
Are you a shut the door person? Yeah?
Must always be shut.
Okay.
And people come out of our toilet downstairs here if we've got guests here or whatever, and they'll just leave it either wide open or pushed to but not shut. And I'm like, why? And they're like, well, then it's you can
It's
go
free,
in.
yeah.
I'm like, well, try the door. If it's locked, you can't.
Oh, we don't have a door. We don't have a lock on the door.
I mean, that's fair. That's a bit different.
Yeah. To be fair, I don't think in many of the houses I've lived in I've ever had a lock on the bathroom door.
No one wants to walk in on you having a fit of the Garys, do they?
No, but to be fair, and we only have one bathroom.
Right. Okay.
So it is a bit of a free for all. So honestly, like so
there's a queue outside sometimes.
Well, no, to be fair, like with the littlies, it's like Zara wouldn't do it now because obviously she's 15, just about to turn 16. But with the littlies, if like I'm in the shower or whatever, like Arthur will come in if he needs to use the toilet or something like that. It's not. I don't really know what age that kind of stops.
Yeah, it just does, doesn't it?
It just does, doesn't it? Yeah, it just naturally that sort of privacy line is drawn.
Yeah.
Where,
yeah, I think it's when they're just like, this is a bit weird.
Yeah, maybe, but yeah, no. So to be fair, we're pretty doors open.
Right. Yeah.
Well, I do understand your point, but like for me, I would echo the fact that it's the easiest way to know somebody's not in there because we don't have a lock on the door. If you're testing it, you're just in. You're just in at that point. Oh, sorry with your trousers around your ankles. I'm here now. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes some sense. For me, it's got to be closed. Same as the kitchen cupboards. It just looks untidy. Get it closed.
Honestly, when I walk in that kitchen and I just see them slightly ajar, and I'm thinking, if you moan at me about these cupboard doors coming off the hinges, it's because you don't shut them. So yeah.
Well, let's hear from some listeners, if possible. On any similar things.
Yeah. What things drive you mad, or what little sort of things do you do that you probably think nobody else does? But what you probably might find is when you start talking to people, you go, "Oh, I actually do that."
Well, just moving on from that, because I've just looked at the time and we're 35 minutes in already.
Oh Christ! Sorry.
How's that gone so fast?
Sorry, everybody.
Yeah, how bad? Because I think we're supposed to talk a bit about gaming as well, aren't we?
Yeah, we should probably. Yeah, we'll do that for like 2 or 3 minutes at least.
Yeah. Because
I'll be there yet.
Yeah, I mean that's one game I've been wanting to talk about for a little while now. Have you played it now?
Yes, I played it on Monday on Nugs' stream.
Yeah,
and there's just something very charming about it.
It's special.
Yeah.
I can't explain why, because it's so simple, but I think that's probably part of a big part of the
The
reason.
only thing I think they need to fix is there needs to be a way to get out of somebody's hands when they grab you.
Oh, yeah. Well, either that or it just needs a warning saying, "Don't play with dickheads,"
Yeah.
because I have been playing with dickheads, and yeah,
I
once
think
they
it's a
pick
great
you up.
mechanic, but I think you should you maybe only have 3 seconds to do something with them, and then you automatically drop them, or something along those lines. You
Yeah,
know
well,
what
you
I
should
mean?
just be able to spam a button and get out.
Tussle out or something along those lines. But like, I just think it's you get bitten by a snake, you've got an antidote. You want to sit there and drink beer. Oh, the other change, I think it'd be hilarious if you got pissed after drinking 6 cans of
Well,
beer straight.
I've discovered something about that.
All right.
Hang on, for anyone that doesn't know, are we there yet? I mean, you must have seen it because
Yeah.
it's #1 game on Steam for quite a while. It was #1 wishlisted. It's been going crazy. Six
Very, very
million
good game.
copies in the first 4 days or something. I think it was.
Yeah.
It was a lot anyway. But yeah, going back to it, the throwing thing, like they're picking people up and throwing them.
Mhm.
Did you know there's a point to that?
I would imagine to get to a height.
Well, yeah, but I could pick you up, and then somebody else could pick me up, and then the next person could pick that person up. So you've got a tower of people, and I saw a video where you like the bottom one
Oh, you
throws
reach up.
3, and then when he's at his peak, that one throws the 2, and when they're at the peak, that one throws the top one. And then that way the top one can get quite high, obviously, because they're,
Oh, okay.
but then I also discovered, I think I'm right in saying this, I've not had it confirmed, but from what I understand, if you drink a beer, you can suddenly throw much further.
Oh, okay, okay.
So
So there is
I
some
saw
mechanics
these
behind it.
4
I
people.
wanted to get pissed. I drank 6 in a row and nothing happened.
Getting pissed would be good, but no,
Yeah.
I saw these 4 people, and they were like, okay, they're all lined up, and they're like, right, cracking beers in 3, 2, 1, and then you hear all the cans go, and you see like the front one turns around, everyone's necking their beers, and then they're like, right, you pick him up, and like they all picked up, stuck up in a line, they threw each other all at the right times, and they were blown away. Like they thought the top guy might make it to the top of this mountain, but the third guy made it, and the top guy was in orbit, and and he was coming back down like, catch me, and the guy at the top managed to catch him, and it was there's like hidden cosmetics that you can unlock in difficult to reach places.
Ah, well, I found the melon hat.
Oh, did you? Well, this was some like Thug Life glasses or something. I don't know what it was, but it
Well,
was
I
some
don't
cool
know if
glasses.
you'd spotted this in your playthrough, but when it was me, Nugs, Dada4, and Peggers,
Yeah.
when we drove past, when you get past the bit where you've got like the diggers just to the
Oh
left,
yeah.
if you go down there,
Hmm.
there's a winch pin stuck in the middle of a load of rocks. You can pull that out, and then there's a load
Oh,
of stuff in the hole
pull it out with the winch.
with the winch. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So they drove off around the corner. I was like, guys, I'm pretty sure like I found that's what some form of Easter egg or something. Like,
Yeah.
Nugs were like, what? So drive the RV down here, pulled it out. Lo and behold, melon hat
Nice.
and
That's
some other
cool.
goodies. So
Did you
yeah, no,
know?
but I in terms of the game,
Mm,
charming game, good graphics. I think a very simple idea, but very fun.
yeah.
But yeah, I think so it was a great game.
For me, game of the year.
Not for me, but
No, I get that, but
but yes, I think in terms of bringing people together to have a laugh,
yeah.
yes, game of the year.
But that's gaming for me.
Yeah.
Like that's why I play video games, is to just chill out, have a lot of laughs,
No,
and
no,
with
no.
good friends.
I get it. Yeah.
So yeah, that ticks every box for me. They've smashed it, and I cannot recommend it enough. But did you know on the winch, if you if you hold the winch, you're like attached to it. So like I watched somebody, they were trying to winch to somewhere, and the RV drove off, and then it slipped off a bridge or something. It was like teetering on the edge like a movie,
Yeah.
and it was really dramatic. I'll have to try and find the video to send you sometime. And they were like, "Oh my god, we're gonna fall!" And like they were like, "Quick, winch to front!" And they're like, "We've lost so and so, they've gone." And then the other person's like, "No, no, I'm good, I'm
No.
good." And so look out the side, and then I looked out the side window, and they're swinging off the winch just in midair,
That's
just dangling off
brilliant.
the edge of a
That's
cliff. It looks
brilliant.
so dramatic.
Oh,
But
please
because of
find
that,
that clip.
yeah, I'll find it. But because of that graphic style, I think
Oh,
that
it's
just
brilliant.
makes it funny
Yeah,
as
yeah, yeah.
well. And
Well, this, like I was saying, I drove the van, and oh my God, I don't think I've played a game as detailed as that with a gearbox, with a this, that, and the other. I thought it
yeah,
was ingenious, some of the stuff.
very clever. Yeah, the way you have to change gear,
Oh,
and
you
it
have to
feels like you're
change gear.
changing gear.
Well, the problem was like it's the changing gear and then remembering to brake to because if you're right reversing and you're on a slope, you got to put the brake and then you got to
Yeah,
go into first. It's quite complex the driving mechanics, but really good, really
yeah.
really good.
It's got a few little glitches, but it's early days,
Yeah, the
and
snakes are a little bit weird
yeah,
because I think
sometimes even
one
the
basically killed me and then dragged me down a hill and it was.
no, did it? I've never been bitten by a snake. I don't think.
Oh, the only reason we were is I picked Nugs up trying to get the snake to bite him and it got both of us.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, that's allowed.
But
Um,
no, I think great game, and I think we barely scratched the surface because I think Nugs was playing a few games that evening. So yeah,
oh
barely
right, so
scratched the
you didn't
surface.
get into a cave.
No.
Oh,
Hang about. No, we got to the bit where you drive across a sort of a valley on the two basically planks, one either
yeah,
side, and then we were chased by bears.
yeah, bear, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
But it's not exactly the same every time. Sometimes the bears appear at different times.
Again, a
And
game that it reminds me of is Peak.
for me, it's peak, but with a car or with
Yep.
a RV. And I hate to say it, but peak's overhyped. I I I I love the concept of Peak. I enjoyed it the first time I played it, and the next couple of times. But now, if someone's like, "Should we play Peak?" I'm like, "Can I be asked?"
No, no,
I
no, I
don't
get it.
hate it. I love the concept, but there's something missing from it somewhere, and RV there yet fills all that void. I think.
Well, I just love the detail, the cooking, the burgers, there's
Yeah,
so
yeah,
much detail to the game.
yeah,
Um, and,
yeah. It's
and
great.
there's no unnecessary crap. Do you know what I mean? Like sometimes I put some stuff in games you think you don't really need. You probably wasted how much dev time to do that, and it don't
Yeah.
really need to be there.
But some of
I,
the glitches as well are really funny, like you've seen the welding thing to repair the chassis of
yeah,
your.
where you can hold on to it.
Yeah, and you can just keep it and go. And
Yeah,
I don't know if that was intentional or if they just didn't think about it. But like Nugs got in my RV and we drove off, and we were about 3 miles down the road, and he's still holding it, and and they stretched all the way across the canyon, and yeah, it was
and as
mental.
well, I would imagine we're not playing it in the way that's probably the most efficient either.
Uh, why do you say that? You're saying we're
Well,
not?
no, no, no. I would imagine, like any game, I would imagine sweat lords find the most
Oh right.
optimized way to maintain the vehicle, go over these things. I think the way we play is more fun, without a shadow of a doubt. Like
Yeah, I think we're playing it the way you're supposed to play it.
just headbutt the game. That's
Yeah,
how, and I think that's the way the game has been made. But you
yeah,
know, mate, you find everybody that wants to be the elitists of every game. But
yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I think headbutt in this game is hilarious.
Oh yeah, it's the best.
Absolutely brilliant.
I really love it. Um, we're getting low on time, but I would like to just brush over, unless you've got something.
Nope.
Right,
Go for it.
okay. Project Motorsport,
Oh yeah, it's
because
my
I know,
birthday soon, and I know that's out soon.
yeah, we've touched on it soon.
24th.
Well, yeah, it's out on the 20.
24th.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I thought it was slightly later.
No, my birthday's later. It's pretty sure it's the 24th. Hang on.
Okay. Well,
Oh,
they released a trailer that popped up on
oh,
my
they look good.
suggested
Oh no,
YouTube.
25th. Sorry, 25th.
Oh, right. Well, it was slightly later then. Okay. Um, yeah. The YouTube video that was pushed to me this morning, I was like, well, I've got to have a look at this. And
I'll send it over.
it was just in-game footage on the Nürburgring in a Porsche 911. It looked like a full-on racing sim. It looked so good. And
Was
I,
it
I,
a red Porsche with a 23 on it?
it was all internal, but you were sat,
Oh,
sat
okay.
on the driver's seat. You couldn't see anything other than driver's point of view. But the sound effects, the physics, everything just looked so nice. And
Let's pick this up on the next episode because I want to talk about driving sims and steering wheels and get
Okay.
into all that, because it'd be interested to see how everybody else experiences, because I know there's a couple of listeners that will have the various steering wheels and
Yeah.
equipment and things like that. And I think it's a good discussion to sort of think, does it make the gameplay better and stuff like that? So I think we can pick that up next time.
Yeah, I've got some experience with that stuff
Yeah,
as well.
exactly. Yeah,
So I'll
yeah.
look forward to that.
But
Well,
no, I'm send us over that video. I'd be very much interested to see it, and the Are We There Yet video, because that'd be epic.
someone remind me to
Sounds
put
like a
them in the
movie.
comments so that everyone can see them.
Yes, yes.
Because I'm gonna forget. You
I'll
know what I'm
remind
like.
you on Monday. Yeah, so when the episode comes out, I'll remind you on Monday.
Yeah, cool. Okay, well I'll try and get them to you in a bit, but
Yeah.
you may have to remind me.
Yes, unless your Discord's in streamer mode again,
Yeah, that's true. That's always. I've
and
got
then
so
you
many
just
tech
never
problems this
reply to
morning.
me.
God, I was sick of today before we even started recording this. So many ridiculous tech mistakes this morning, but I've had brain fog because of the illness. You see.
Yeah, it's a good excuse, because
I
you've
genuinely
never
have.
experienced tech problems prior to that.
Oh,
though, have you?
normally, no,
No.
definitely not as
Sweet
much as
enough.
today.
Yeah. Well,
Right.
thank you very much, listeners, and
Thank you.
yeah, next time we'll be talking motor racing,
Yeah.
sim setups. If that's your bag, then tune in. If not, still tune in, because I want you to listen anyway.
Yeah. We need all the help we can get.
Exactly. But yeah, cheers, Carl. Cheers,
Yeah.
everybody, and we'll see you next time.
Take care. See you soon.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Bye.